Well, hello everyone. This is your humble host here, Terry, and this is episode 618. And I wanted to just jump on real quick and let everyone know, because we've had a lot of emails and texts come in over the last 2 or 3 weeks asking about how you doing and all of that, and wanted everybody to know we're fine. We're doing good. Power was restored just after a few days. There is some residual things that we're working through, but let me just tell you, it is nothing like my friends and family and folks I go to church with, that live literally just a few miles up the road from us. Geographically, I'm in the upstate of South Carolina in a county called Spartanburg County, and the road I live off of, literally takes you straight into the Chimney Rock, Lake Lure area. And that's in Rutherford County, which is where I'm from and where I went to high school and where all my family hails from and lives in. And for those who have read the book, You Are Worth More, The Pretty Short Girl from Lunch, that's where we met in high school. We went to Lake Lure every weekend throughout the summers. Chimney Rock, that is, our world, and it is no longer. It is destroyed. And weather things happen, events and weather happen a lot, and have happened in this area. We've had tornadoes, we've had earthquakes, now small earthquakes, but we've had earthquakes. We've had Hurricane Hugo that came through, several years ago. Other hurricanes we've had blizzards, we've had all kinds of things. But I would have never guessed in a million years a hurricane would have this kind of devastation this far inland in the Appalachian Mountains of western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, and Georgia, and eastern Tennessee, which is where a lot of people lives have either been lost or destroyed. Homes are no longer. To see it up close and to see it in person is completely different than what the camera and photography actually captures. The devastation is real. People are asking me about various things that they're hearing in the news and on social media about, is this happening? Is this happening? Is government agencies doing this? Are they doing this? And I do not want to weigh into, conspiracies at all. All I can tell you intelligently is what I have seen and experienced ourselves. And while we have had rumors around us of things happening, to my knowledge, we have been able to help. I think the gentleman that's overseeing the ministry at our church with us get out the support effort. I think his last count was over 3,000 people that we've been able to feed thus far. We are constantly having various goods and services from different ministries and people and individuals come in, and we organize it in our gym area at our church. It's just church volunteers that are doing this. We organize it, put it in categories, whether it be food, whether it be clothes, whether it be generators, whether it be chains, whatever the need is, and it's sort of organized, and then another team comes in, gets it, and goes to the areas that is needed and is coordinated with. So that's what I've been doing, or at least doing the admin side, and then also been out there a couple times just doing the heavy lifting as well, and doing everything I can in between other responsibilities. And so shout out to our people that has been working around the clock to help. It has just been absolutely amazing. I spoke Sunday and I shared, the thing about, and I think it's because our high school, this was part of our high school's anthem, a Latin phrase that was borrowed from our state motto in North Carolina, which is esse quam videri, which means to be rather than seem to be. And I was telling our folks this past Sunday, I have never been more proud to be from the Tar Heel state, whose motto is we'd rather be than seem to be. And I have seen people go without themselves so they can help their neighbors. I have seen benevolence on a level that is just unbelievable this side of heaven. It is just absolutely inspiring what I have witnessed in the goodness and benevolence of people wanting to help their fellow man. We have seen people from Ohio, from Florida, from, I think there was one coming out, if I remember correctly, all the way from Texas, driving trailer full of stuff, to help people in this region of the country. I will say the thing that has amazed me, well, not amazed me, that's the wrong word, surprised me out of all of this, because you don't know what you don't know until you know what you didn't know, right? I've been without power before. I think we all have experienced different varying degrees of no power, so that's no big deal. My kids, we tell them all the time, when your mother and I grew up, there was no air conditioning in the home, and there was no, a lot of the modern amenities that we take for granted today. No power, what I call a camping lifestyle. You're eating out of cans, because we lost all of our food. We lost a lot of things because of the extended loss of power. But here's the thing that just, I didn't appreciate how much, the loss of this, and that was just the ability to connect and communicate with other people. One of the things that happened in this region, and is still going on in Rutherford County and surrounding areas of this area of the world, is cell signal. The ability to call people, check on people, make sure people are okay. The cell service in this area and connectivity through, whether it be through Spectrum cable, whether it be AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, is real spotty. And so that surprised me and has awakened me to how much we depend on our communication systems through cell. So that was a little unnerving to be able to be, and I've talked to a lot of people, and that's the one thing that everybody just seems like, yeah, hey, if we gotta go out in the woods and kill something to eat, we can do that. It's amazing what bothers you and what doesn't, I guess is what I'm saying. And what bothered me, or what made me the most uncomfortable, I would say, is just the inability to connect and check on people, making sure you're okay. Making sure, everybody was sound, and if anybody needed anything, and that whole connectivity, that was huge, because without it, of course, there's no internet, fine, but there's no texting, there's no calling, there's no nothing. So that was a bit unnerving, and for a lot of people that's still slow to come on board based on where you're at. The other thing that, you really start to appreciate is just our whole logistics for food, and the whole logistical way that people are able to get food, without power and without a lot of things. Most grocery stores, convenience stores, and everything went down, which meant most of them lost the cold foods. The only thing they had was, dry foods. We had one grocery store in the entire region here that was online, and it was only because it had generators, and it's because this particular outfit is based out of Florida. And so because they're in a state that is used to losing power and all that, they were already came sort of equipped, and because it was just built brand new grocery, shout out Publix. It was Publix. and they're based out of Florida. And because of that, their whole management team and infrastructure is designed for this. And so Publix was online, which meant they sold out quick because they were the only game in town. So that was a little eye-opening thing. The amount of traffic and the run on gas pumps went away because of no electricity to the pumps. And so there was a few days in this area that got real dicey. That level of disconnection and inability to communicate and inability to get things like gas is still going on as we speak right now. And I'm recording this on October the 10th. It's amazing that this far out, we're still without power in a lot of areas. We're without connectivity in a lot of areas. Trucks can't get through in a lot of areas. So we're, in this region, there are people on ATVs and on horseback and in mules carrying things into certain regions because there's just no pathway in certain areas. There's parts of the interstate that connect eastern Tennessee to western North Carolina. It's the I-40 corridor there, shut down, eroded. So this is going to be a long haul, and I think what has the region has been called flat-footed because I don't think anybody, at least I don't want to be speaking out of turn, but nothing in this region of the country is designed, developed, or created and thought about, this type of sustained winds and rains. I mean, because we're far enough away from the ocean and different things, you just don't think this kind of sustained winds and rains would have this. But basically our lakes and our rivers and everything overflowed, and it just created, havoc on the towns and the regions that were in the valleys in between these big mountains. And so it's been an experience. But out of all that, I want to, number one, thank TW3, our business. One of the things I am grateful for today is I have a business and I have a lifestyle that I could be knocked out for 2 or 3 weeks and the business remains, because it's all cloud-based. And the way my business is sustained is not because I have a physical inventory, not because I have a physical location, but it's a cloud-based business. And it was developed back in 2008 and still goes strong to this day. And I want to thank the members, because as you build your business and you build our business, it's because of that and the structure of our business and the closeness of our I call it the TW3 family, because it really does feel like family for me, for a lot of the members that we have that are building their business on our platform, no matter what their brand might be. It's just been amazing. And so I thank God that we have our business, and I thank God for our members. And because our members and because of this business, we were able to not have to worry about anything and go straight to work and volunteer at a church and volunteer in different areas and do what we needed to do to get ourselves whole, and then also to start trying to help other people get whole as well. So want to shout out to the members and want to say thank you. I also want to shout out to my church. I'm very proud of our church. I'm very proud of the people there. I'm very, very honored to be connected to such great people that we have people in our church that right now, well, I don't want to say that because I don't know, but as of this past Saturday when I was there helping and working, did not have power themselves, did not have anything themselves. And they were there at the church helping load and unload boxes, heavy boxes. I mean, big packets of water and different things, sorting and getting other trucks loaded back up to go out and help people. I am just grateful that I am in that type of group of people, because those are just salt of the earth, good people. And I'm thankful for my friendship and my church family and those folks. And I'm thankful to be in this country and in this particular region of the country, because the benevolence I'm seeing in the upstate of South Carolina with fellow business owners I know down here. I was approached by a business owner at the gym the other day and said, hey, if you know anybody needs anything, we're open in the kitchen. We're typically closed on Saturday, but don't let anybody go hungry. If you know anybody, send them over. I mean, the absolute feeling of community, even though in this area, Spartanburg County is huge now and it's just growing like it is just amazing to see the character and the goodness of people. So thankful for that. Thankful for you guys that listen to this podcast and all the text, emails, private messages, and everybody checking. I thank you so much. I apologize. I've been a little bit out of commission and not able to get something out there. And I know this is a business podcast, and I have said nothing about business, giving you no strategies or anything like that. But I do appreciate you being part of this podcast, this community, and thank you so much. And whatever you can keep this region of the country, keep the region in Florida, keep this entire country in your thoughts and prayers. I mean, we are a good nation with good people. Sometimes it's not reflected in our media and on our social media channels, but you know, as they say, good news doesn't drive traffic in marketing. So it always has to be the ugliest and the worst to get people clicking. And so, but that's not the reality. The reality is that we are in a great country with great people serving great purpose. And there's no greater purpose than the call for freedom, because it was for freedom's sake that Christ died, to set us free. And so we express that freedom through our life and the way we live and treat one another. So I just wanted to get this out there, say thank you to everyone, thoughts and prayers to everyone that's still suffering. If you know anyone in the upstate of South Carolina, Western North Carolina that needs help, you can go to terrywilson3.com, go into my chat bot, let me know who they are, and through our network of other churches and ministries, we will make sure we reach out and try to get all the help we can to those folks, whatever it is. Until next time, I will talk to you hopefully sooner than later. Hope it won't be another 2 or 3 weeks before I can get back on, but I do want to just get this out there and let everybody know we are back up as far as power. Of course, we got trees all down in our backyard. We got some people coming to look at that, but man, I tell you, it's times like this, you know, it makes you grateful for who you know and who knows you and who you're connected to. So until next time, we'll talk to you later.